Do you know how to Korea?
How to Korea?
How to
How
Korea?
to Korea?
Out of Korea.
How to Korea?
This is
How to Korea.
Alright, so welcome to How to Korea, where we talk about how to survive in Korea as a foreigner. Make sure you like and subscribe to our videos, and today is episode 5. Right? Ian's going to tell you a little bit of... I'm James, I remember today.
You got it.
And Ian's going to tell you today about... Ian's going to tell you a little bit about today's episode.
안녕하세요, 여러분. My name's Ian. Welcome to How to Korean. First off, thanks again
Korean?
to... What?
I think you said how to Korean.
How to Korea.
Yeah.
Anyway, first again, thanks for all the likes and subscribes and the comments. Really appreciate you guys. Today's episode, we're going to be discussing a few things.
Yeah.
We had a list of things we wanted to discuss, but the problem is we felt a bit rushed. My landlord just knocked on the door a few minutes ago. I had a problem with my washing machine. So he had to come and replace it. And obviously, while we were ready to record, he came and knocked on the door.
Yeah, and I got to go meet with the wedding planner today because Saturday I got to go check it out.
Yeah,
so.
we were a bit rushed for time, and now this guy came and just stole 15 minutes from us. So
Yeah. And then for some reason, the recording took a while to set up and everything. So
just one of those days.
Yeah,
Anyway,
one of those days.
first off, I want to apologize for episode 4.
It's all the porn on his phone.
As you guys might have noticed, it stopped recording after about 10 minutes into the video because my storage was full. And I looked why, and I saw when I was on that ski trip, I took so many videos.
And the
on
videos
ski
take a
trip.
shitload of space. Yeah.
And I forgot to transfer them to the laptop.
Ski trip.
Yeah.
Ski trip. Right?
Ski trip. But I looked at some of those videos, like, I don't even know what I was recording. Too drunk. Anyway.
You were drunk while you were going down the slope?
Yeah.
Is that a confession? I don't know if that's a confession you could be making, bro.
Let's just say I had a few drinks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. I wasn't scared at all.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Bro. It's not your first time.
No, it's not my first time.
Okay.
No, but I went down the advanced slopes for the first time.
The Black Diamonds?
Yeah. And I wasn't scared at all.
That's maybe a good idea.
The next day I was terrified. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're going to be touching on a couple of things today. Just a few mentions from the previous podcast, and then we're going to jump over to online shopping. Like you guys saw in episode 4, we spoke about like the physical stores, Homeplus, Emart, those type of things.
Yeah. Before that, my idea was to have Ian hold up a sign. My idea was you holding up a sign that says, "I'm sorry, I fucked up," and put that as part of when you were talking, but that's not what you did.
That's not what I did, no. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, before we get on to like today's episode, I think there's a few things. So Ian found out the other day that we were debating this on the last episode, what you call a bunch of grapes and a bunch of, what was it? There was some other fruit too.
Bananas. That's called a bunch of bananas.
That's
actually.
called so a bunch of bananas and then a cluster of grapes.
Yeah.
The word is cluster.
I'm sure you guys were yelling into the TV. It's called a cluster.
You fucking idiots! It's a cluster. How do you not know that word? You're English teachers. Come on, right? But we found out. We did the research.
Cluster of grapes and a bunch of bananas.
Yeah. And then the other thing was, Ian mentioned you mentioned the subway from Ulsan to Busan last time. So there's somebody that I teach English. I do a class, this Korean person I teach English to, and he was like, "Oh, I watched your last episode, and you talked about the subway from Ulsan to Busan." I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, it's like 1,500 won, and that subway travels all the way from Pohang to like the middle of Busan."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is it subway?
It's a subway, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a subway.
But it just doesn't go underground.
No, I guess
until
not.
later, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it goes. Maybe a part of it goes underground, but it starts at Pohang and then it kind of like goes through Ulsan and then goes to Busan.
But that's the same subway line. Sorry, speaking of the subway, we spoke about it last time. Just mention again. I've taken that one down towards
like Hyundai, Songjang. It goes everywhere.
It goes all the way there.
So
to beach, Songjang Beach.
Yeah. So apparently the line is called I think it's called the East Sea Line. So it's called Donghaesan, I think.
Okay.
Right? That's what he mentioned. And it's like a East Sea Line, and it basically travels across the East Sea. Like, Songjang, Hyundai, it's all across the ocean. And then it kind of like drifts off, and then it goes into Donghae, which is like kind of in the middle of Busan, I think.
Busan. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the subway.
Yeah.
And then so he brought up another thing, which was interesting. I know we were going to talk about the Busan roads. And what that is, so remember last time we talked about how fucked up the roads were in Busan?
Yeah.
So he was like, the reason for that is because when Busan was at war, and I believe this is the war with North Korea, and China was on North Korea's side, and they were pushing South Korea back.
Mm-hmm.
So during that war, during the Korean War, forgive my history, you know, I'm American, I don't know this, but from what I hear, the North Koreans and China pushed South Korea all the way down to Busan. So they basically conquered
and
all
the
the way.
Americans, everyone pushed them back to
All the way
Busan.
just to Busan,
Yeah.
right? So what ended up happening was people wanted to settle somewhere in Busan, but there was no free land because all the developed areas were already owned by somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So they started going up to the mountains and like building their houses and like their own little villages. And then so it's a case of where the houses came before the infrastructure.
Okay.
Yeah. So then afterwards they're like, well, fuck, there's a house in the middle of the mountains.
That makes sense.
We gotta build a road there. So then you get these like curvy
because they have
roads.
to build the roads around the houses and stuff.
Yeah. So you can't really lay out a nice little grid. So I know there's this one temple that I sometimes go to. I'm not religious, my parents are, but Buddhist temple. And literally the slope going up to that temple is like it's like this.
Yeah.
It's like you're just driving straight up a mountain that has like a 80-degree.
But that's also the
angle.
problem with the infrastructure in Korea. It must be so difficult because 70% of Korea's geography is
It's just
mountains.
Yeah.
Right?
So
So
you
that's
see a
why
lot
like
of
I've never
tunnels.
seen so many tunnels in my life like in Korea.
Right. It's usually tunnels through the mountains,
Yeah.
tunnels through the ocean, sometimes through the ocean
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like
If you
when
go
you
to
go to Koje,
Koje,
yeah.
yeah.
You got a big ass bridge. And
The tunnel's so long.
oh, bro.
I
it's like-
hate those tunnels.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes.
because you sit there and you go into a trance, you see the lights. Zoom,
Yeah,
zoom, zoom,
yeah.
zoom, zoom.
It's not good for people who get fucking with epilepsy, who like get a stroke from
No,
watching
yeah,
that. No,
do
it's
not do
good.
that.
No,
But even for me, like I feel so weird sometimes driving there.
but that's the whole point is to like keep you awake. I think that's why they have all the
It
lights.
doesn't keep me. For me, it feels like it does the opposite. It doesn't make me sleepy, but it's just like, at one point, I don't know. Am I still going straight? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think we didn't bring this up last time, but when you're driving in the tunnels, especially in the tunnels, what they'll do is they have these speakers in the middle of the
Yeah.
tunnels, and they'll say, "Don't fall asleep."
Yeah, and
Wake up."
whistles too, like.
Yeah. Yeah. So you hear these random ass sounds,
Yeah.
and it's basically just telling you, "Wake up! Don't
And
fall
there's
asleep."
lights flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to fall asleep, there's rest areas along the way.
Yeah.
There's like little
Yeah, there's a lot of
stops
rest
where you can
stops,
just
yeah.
sleep in your car for a little bit. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why Busan's kind of the roads are
Okay,
all
that makes
fucked
sense.
up. Yeah.
And there must be something similar to that about Seoul, because Seoul's roads are also pretty fucked up, man.
but
They
I
don't
think
have the best.
No, but it's
Better
more of a
than
grid.
Busan's.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
of a grid
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and
It looks more planned.
I don't know what the history is there. Maybe some North Koreans settled in Seoul and they built some houses and they were like, well, fuck it, they're houses, it's our land, let's just keep it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Right.
Okay. Well, if you guys know, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Korean history.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all kind of the things we mentioned in the last episode. Thank you for everybody who's been watching. I mean, I kind of see the views go up, and it's very encouraging.
And
it's encouraging.
yeah, besides the last episode's mess up with the video stop recording, we're hoping that these ones do get better, and I feel like they're getting better.
Yeah, you're getting good with the edits.
Quality wise, editing's getting a bit easier.
Oh.
It doesn't take as long as it used to.
I think the best part about this is that we don't have to make any cuts during the video. And like, it's not because we're lazy, but it's just because you and I, like, we flow. So like, there's no need to be like, well, let's take that part out, right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like,
And if we mess up, we mess up. Sorry.
yeah,
But
yeah,
no, like I said, we're trying to get better at it.
yeah. And it's
yeah.
better because the feedback we got last time was like, it feels natural. And
A lot of the feedback's not in the comments. Like a lot of them is just it's like friends giving advice and saying maybe you should do this, do that, whatever.
Oh.
So yeah, we appreciate you guys. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid. Like even if you don't want to leave something in the comments, we have an email address, or check us out on Instagram or Facebook, and get in touch there if you really have something to say to us.
Instagram is howtokorea1, at howtokorea1.
At How to Korea One.
And the email address is howtokorea1@gmail.com.
That's right. Yeah.
And then shout out to Mo. Thank you for all the information about Busan. Thank you. His name is Mo.
Mo?
That's, Korean dude with the name is Mo. That's pretty cool.
Is that his Korean name?
No, it's
Oh.
like it kind of. It's a part of his Korean name. It's
yeah.
something Mo. So I was
Something.
like, okay, your English name is Mo, and he's like,
Mo.
yeah, fuck it, let's go.
I have another friend called Mo. He's also in Ulsan actually.
Ah.
He's from New York too.
Oh
Yeah.
shit,
Mo.
Korean?
No.
Oh,
American.
American.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like from New York.
From
not
New
like-
York. Yeah. No.
It's hard to meet people from New York in this
Yeah.
country.
He's a student. He's studying.
Oh,
Yeah.
like young student or like he's just old and he's just.
No, he's a young guy. Like yeah.
You met him at rugby, bar,
JJ's?
JJ's?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
Cool.
Let's go to the first one.
Yeah, so last time we talked about all the physical locations you can go to. We talked about Homeplus. We talked about Daiso, Emart,
Emart.
Lotte Mart.
Lotte Mart.
And then
We
like,
also
your
discussed
neighborhood-
like where to buy the appliances, Mart and
yeah,
those
yeah.
ones as well.
And then like your local neighborhood mart that stays open a little bit later, sometimes 24 hours.
Sometimes 24 hours.
And the convenience stores.
Convenience stores.
Right.
Yeah.
Were there any other stores that you might have thought of that we missed? Like
While I was editing, I thought I couldn't think of anything else.
yeah, physical locations wise.
We also mentioned the coffee shops and restaurants. I think we could have expanded a bit on restaurants, but I think maybe with the restaurants we'll do a own little separate thing about restaurants.
Yeah.
Because then we can talk about. We can also discuss the drinking etiquette and all those type of things.
Yeah.
While we do that whole episode.
Yeah. Drinking
Maybe even go
etiquette
to a restaurant and
just record an episode there. That'll be interesting.
why not?
Because we'll have a foreigner there. We'll be speaking English, and all the Koreans are gonna turn their heads like, "What the fuck are they doing over there?"
Maybe we'll find a time where it's like empty. You know.
No, we should find a time where it's full. Just two people that speak in English in a Korean restaurant. That's gonna turn some heads. That's advertising, bro. Somewhat.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might
yeah.
know
So
the
maybe
perfect place. Yeah.
what happened?
I think I might know the perfect place.
Where?
There's a galbi restaurants we go to in Songjong. The old lady there loves us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we just ask her before and be like, "Hey."
But
can
it's
we
so
bring her?
noisy. That's one so noisy. Always noisy.
Mm.
Anyway, we'll figure that one out. But yeah,
Yeah.
we want to do an episode on restaurants, just like one full episode.
Yeah.
Like I said, with the how to golf, we're gonna go play golf next week sometimes.
Sometime next
Sometime.
week. The phone should be coming. So we for a lot of our guides, I think the hard part is this is one of the issues that we run into is like on Ian's phone and my phone, we have the accounts already set up.
Yeah.
So we can't really show you how to create the account. Like we can't show you from the start.
Yeah.
So what we did was we made an investment, right? We invested in a phone and we're waiting for the phone to come. And when the phone comes, I can really, really walk you guys through the process
From the beginning.
for everything that we're planning to do.
Yeah.
So next week we'll have a bunch of how-tos coming up based on like golf and cacao and I know some of you might be waiting for the cacao episode maybe, but we're just waiting for that phone.
Yeah, we need to get a number, so you can't create a Kakao account if you don't have a phone number.
Right.
And both of us, we already have Kakao accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, Naver it's easier. You can just create an account with
Yeah,
Gmail, but
yeah.
Cacao you need to link and confirm with your phone
Yeah.
number and shit.
Because also, like, if you book the taxi, like we said last time, if you book a taxi, sometimes the driver needs to call you and so like, hey, I'm here, where are you? You know, maybe there's a mix-up with the location, or that does happen. So I guess that's why you need a number.
Usually the calls I get is your designated driver. He'll always call you.
Yeah.
Always. And he'll be like, where are you? Like, hey, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, like, you mean like...
Even if you call on Cacao Taxi, they'll call you because they want your actual location and like what you see, the stores you see around you.
You mean like when you been drinking the night?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you get like a designated...
Yeah, somebody
Ah,
will drive
I
your
see,
car
yeah,
for
yeah.
you. And then the other thing is, what was I going to say about it? So designated drivers. And then usually when the taxi drivers call you, it's to cancel.
Okay.
That's the only phone calls I've gotten from taxi
Yeah.
drivers. Because they'll call you and be like, I can't go. And usually that means
yeah.
a higher fare somewhere else. So they're like, fuck it, I'm not going to pick you up.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
going
I
to pick
see.
somebody else up.
Yeah, I've had some calls where obviously I don't know what they're saying, but where I can see them driving past on the opposite side of the road or something. Then they're calling me, asking me where are you, and it's like just 기다려 주세요, just 잠깐만요, just wait, because I can see them, but they're on the opposite side of the road, or like just a little bit further out. So I'm coming.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is it tells you the license plate
Yeah.
of the actual car, so you know what taxi to look out for.
Exactly.
So that's really
So that's why I know where they are.
Wow.
But just like wait, I'm just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the best online shopping platform. What do
Coupang.
you think? Coupang?
By far, bro.
I agree. Yeah. Coupang.
It used to be, so when I first came to Korea, I used to use 11th Street.
Me too. When I first came.
Yeah, so around 7 years ago, it was kind of like, it was a debate between 11th Street and Coupang, and then kind of like G Market, is that what it's called?
I think it was G Market. Yeah.
So those were the three kind of main ones. And then like the past few years, Coupang has just blown up.
I don't know why Coupang's blown up, but for me, I just find Coupang just easier to use, and it's like the user friendly. You know what I mean?
So the reason they blew up is because of Coupang Rocket.
Oh, the Rocket
The
delivery.
Rocket. That's what made them blow up, right?
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that's the same thing that happened with Amazon in America.
Okay.
Amazon Prime guarantees you delivery in 2 days anywhere in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Coupang is kind of like the Amazon of Korea, right? So
But not with everything though, but with a lot of things.
Coupang?
Yeah.
You're right. So some products you're always gonna wanna, if you order something from Coupang, you're gonna wanna look for something that says Rocket.
Yeah.
Or
They have different colored rockets too.
Right. So the blue Rocket is national,
Okay.
and then the purple Rocket, I don't know what they call it. I think it's still called Rocket. I don't know.
I know, but it's the purple rocket.
There's a purple
yeah.
one.
That's
Oh, it's a jet, I think.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. But that one is international.
International.
But it still guarantees delivery within like a
Yeah.
day or two, which is
Then the
fucking
green
awesome.
one is fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you buy like meat, whatever, like food, groceries,
Salads,
salads,
vegetables, fruits.
Yeah.
Everything you can think of, you can order. And the nice thing about Coupang Fresh is what they do is they have these reusable bags that they leave also. Have you ever ordered from
Yeah,
Coupang
yeah,
Fresh? Okay.
yeah. Like this cooler bag.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cooler bag. And what you do is you take your shit out of the cooler and then you leave your bag.
Okay, so maybe the viewers might be a bit lost for someone who doesn't know what we're talking about, right? So Coupang, the application you need to download on your phone. Also, you need a number. You need to register a card, right?
Yeah, it could be a checking card or a credit card.
Yeah, so you need to register a card. You need your mobile number. You need an ARC. You need all of that information.
Oh.
So this you can only, like, for new people coming to Korea, only when you have your ARC and all your other details and stuff like that, then you can use Coupang.
I don't know about ARC. Definitely phone number.
Yeah.
Maybe not an ARC.
Yeah, maybe not.
No, I think you need a credit card and then you need a phone number to confirm your account.
Okay.
And then you need to put your address. So you need to know
You need your
Korean
delivery address,
delivery
obviously.
address,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So once you set up all of that, eventually we'll make one video of that. We have to. We'll make a video of that as well.
Yeah.
How to do that. How to set up your. For me, the most difficult part always setting these apps up is the address.
Yeah.
It's so. I always hate doing the addresses because I have it saved, right?
Yeah.
So I have my address in Korean and English. So with a I just find it such a headache always to do it.
Right. Like, I don't know about all the other countries, but in America, if you just type your address, right? So when you just type your address, it'll automatically kind of figure it out for you.
Yeah.
But something about Korea and the way the addresses work here, there's always a little magnifying glass.
Yeah, you need to search it.
You need to
right?
search for your
Yeah.
address. And sometimes, depending on the app, it doesn't pick up the exact location.
Yeah.
So you got to put in like your building name or like the shit like
Yeah.
that. So I don't know why it does that, but it does.
And it's also like it's tough for us because we don't exactly know. I have my address. So for me, for example, I don't know exactly. I know what my building name is, right? But then I don't know what this part of the address is, what that part of the address is, what that part is. And now in the searching, it says put this part, this part, this part. It's like, bro, I don't know which part is what.
Yeah. So when you search for an address, you'll end up usually with two. There's two ways to search for your address. One of them is the number of your building.
Yeah.
And then one of them is your
Like the
road.
lot number.
Kind of. It's like the road and your
Yeah.
cross streets, something
Yeah.
along those lines. So it's like, what road are you on? What's the number of the road you're on?
Okay.
Or the street, right?
Yeah.
So
That's a row, right?
yeah.
R-O, row.
Yeah. Row is the road.
Yeah.
Right. So what you'll have is you can search both ways, but usually the more accurate one is the one for your building.
Yeah.
So like your building will be like something 97-2, for
Sure,
example,
sure.
right? So that's the more accurate way.
Yeah.
And usually even with that, there's a text box that you fill in, and there you got to write down the name of the building, and then your house number, like your actual residence number. So for example,
Like that's on the door.
right.
Yeah.
So
On your apartment door.
if you're on the third floor in number 2, then it's 302, for
Sure.
example. Yeah. So you got to enter that information there.
Yeah.
So Coupang, yeah, I think it goes back to it's on your phone. You just download an app. It's like Amazon for those of you from America. I don't know. Do you have an equivalent in South Africa?
7 years ago we didn't. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't
Okay.
been there in 7 years. I don't know. I think maybe now Amazon's gone to South Africa. Or they're planning on going on to South Africa.
I know Coupang's in America now too.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're in Japan, and I think they're in a lot of the Southeast Asian countries. But I don't. Maybe.
Wow.
I heard about them building a factory or something, a warehouse in America. I
Okay.
might be wrong, but
I
they're
heard
trying to
about
expand.
Amazon building something in South Africa. So I
Okay.
don't know if they've already done it or they're planning. But yeah.
Okay. That's one of the reasons Amazon failed in Korea, because Coupang already established their infrastructure here,
Yeah.
and they did such a great job that I think Amazon tried to come here and they failed.
I think you can still do Amazon.
No, you can,
You can.
but it's not direct from Korea. It's
No.
international.
Yeah, it's international.
Yeah.
And also, what I've noticed is, like when I go incognito mode on Google, for example, and
Yeah.
I go onto Amazon, the options that I have is so much different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So some stuff I want to buy from, let's say from America,
Yeah.
you have this huge list of things you want to buy, options.
If you're in America.
If you're in America,
Mhm.
but if you go into Korea, for example, it's like, sorry, you can't
they
buy
don't
this,
have
they
those.
don't
Yeah.
have that. Yeah.
And especially like appliances and shit like that, you won't be able to use.
I looked for Biltong spices
Oh.
because I ran out of Biltong spice, and in Korea you can't order it from Amazon, but if you're in South Africa or in the States, for example, then you can order that biltong spice.
It probably has to do with like the culture laws, like the agriculture laws.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, like some foods are banned, some spices are banned.
Yeah, maybe.
Shit like that. That's possible. So basically, Coupang is the Amazon of Korea, and the nice thing about Coupang, as we were discussing before, is you can order. Like I've ordered furniture from Coupang.
Same.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just is amazing.
I was gonna touch on that too. This TV stand, it was actually initially just like a coffee table, but I turned it into a TV stand now. This one over there, right? This one, you can see, it's not small.
No.
So I ordered that one off of Coupang. The delivery was about a week.
Okay.
But what they did was some guy sent me a message or called me, and I told him, listen, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then he just texted me a message, right? And then I translated the message, and it said something like, listen, because this thing was so big, they needed an outside delivery company, not Coupang. They needed a third-party delivery company to come and drop this thing off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have to pay for it?
Yes. I had to pay extra for it, but it was like something like 34,000 or something extra.
Right.
Yeah.
Depending on the furniture, yeah, you'll have to pay sometimes because furniture can be big.
Also, I don't know if it's because, that's why I'm not sure, because I don't have an elevator in my thing, so I don't know if that might have been part of it.
No, it's probably not that. It's probably because, like, did you assemble it or did it come like that?
No, it came in a box, so I assembled it myself.
Oh, that's strange then. It depends on the company, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah.
They were just trying to make some more money as possible too.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I bought like these module shelves.
Yeah.
That you can kind of like mix and match, and I ordered like 3 or 4 of them, no fees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this table that's outside in my dining room table.
Yeah.
Right. That one's also quite big and heavy. That thing came through Coupang. That wasn't the best idea.
Why?
Because the corners, the Coupang deliveries, they're not carrying like it's a little born child, you know, freshly born child.
They're tossing that
They
shit.
fucking, you know how many times I've been woken up by people dropping boxes like, Jesus, okay, Coupang's here, delivery. They just throw the shit down. So, yeah, be careful what you buy, I would say. Sometimes they box it in so many papers and, you know, like protection. Even if they threw it off the roof, it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
But like that table, it was damaged. The corners were damaged.
Well, the good thing about Coupang is the return policy is solid.
Yeah.
So if you see shit like that, you just take a photo and just send it back.
Yeah. I took photos and I just posted. I just said, not happy.
On the reviews?
On the reviews. Because I wasn't happy, you know?
No,
and that's the
course.
first time I've made a comment on reviews or anything.
Right.
Because usually, like, fucking who cares what a foreigner thinks, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But I wasn't happy about that because the corners were damaged and busted up. So I was like, fuck, man, I don't know what to do. Well, take some pictures, post it into the reviews, and just say I'm not happy.
No.
And nothing happened. You
No.
know? Yeah.
No.
But I'm
You
sure
got-
I could have complained and
You
took it
could've.
further. And
You could complain first to Coupang, and what they do is I think they reach out to the company and they be like, yo, you need to do something about this.
yeah.
And then they'll either get a mark or something like that. It'll be fun. But the nice thing about Coupang is it's got everything. I can't think of anything that I can't get from Coupang.
Well, I can tell you some examples of like very stupid technical things, but yes, I agree they have almost everything. Sometimes it's especially like for a foreigner, it's hard to find what you're looking for in English.
Sure.
It's not gonna always have the English, but sometimes you will see the English things, but it'll take you to a product that's overseas, right? Not always, it won't always be in Korea. It'll take you to a product that's overseas. But I don't know if it's the same on Samsung, but on the iPhone, I can click on that product, scroll down, then it'll get me related products or similar products, and there you'll find mostly things that are in Korea.
The best thing to do is not search it in English, but use
Yeah.
Papago or translate it.
But you can. That's a workaround. Search it in English.
Yeah.
Click on the first thing that comes up, and then
look at
just
the
find the related items there, and then you can just go down that rabbit hole and find relate. That's what I do until I come up to this is what I want. Perfect. You know what I mean? It's a bit longer, but eventually I get whatever I want. But sorry, I was saying things that they don't have. So for example, the trunk button of my car.
The what?
The trunk button. The trunk. There's a button that opens a trunk on my car. Right. My button was like old and rusted and broken.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought let me search it on Coupang. Didn't have it.
They might have. Maybe you just didn't find the right search term.
I'm pretty sure they didn't. Because I found the model number. Because also, if you have a model number of whatever you want to buy, you can just literally paste that model number in or type in the model number and your products will pop up, which I've done before.
What about Naver? Did you
So
find it?
so I used the model number in Coupang, didn't give anything, right? So then I took the same model number, just pasted it into Naver Shopping. So now we're touching on the other one, Naver Shopping, and there booba popped up and it showed the button. It's like, oh, okay. So then I just use Naver for that. So whatever I can't buy in Coupang, sometimes I just go over to Naver and find it over there.
Naver is more of like it doesn't have like the rocket delivery.
No, yeah.
But it's
Naver
more,
shit.
no. But it has all the stores. Like literally all the stores across America will use Naver. So you can get anything
America?
you want. Sorry, in Korea.
Yeah.
But while we're on Naver real quick, what I want to touch on is when you're translating shit in Korean, what I used to use is Google Translate when I first got here. But if you're searching for words, like instead of sentences, you should use Naver Dictionary.
Naver Dictionary?
Yeah.
Just for words?
Just for words.
Okay.
Yeah. Naver Dictionary is really good with translating words. So if you type in English, it'll tell you the Korean word and you can copy and paste that. But Google Translate is good for like sentences and paragraphs. It'll help you understand.
And
a little bit
Papago,
better.
where does that fit in?
I don't know. I've had bad experiences with Papago.
Yeah.
Papago is kind of weird. It's weird.
Yeah, sometimes, like I use Papago with my students sometimes, like my high school students, you know, because the vocabulary that are in the textbook, sometimes it's a bit complicated, and then it's like, okay, let me just use Papago with this one.
No.
And then you look at the example sentences they're given it, that's just not...
No, it's weird.
Yeah, it's not what it...
I feel like Papago is a very Korean tool. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. Sometimes I feel like Google makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Google Translate has gotten better over the years too. But I think the good thing about Naver, besides Papago is a product of Naver, right? But the good thing about Naver is that it's basically like the Google of Korea.
Okay.
So Koreans use Naver more than they use Google.
It's helpful. Sometimes I use Naver, like I said, to fix my trunk, right? Because I have a Kia shop here around the corner from me where they fixed some of my car parts and stuff in the past. But I stopped there for my trunk button and said, okay, because my trunk button, there's a camera connected to the trunk button.
Right, for
They
the
don't do
reverse.
that, so I need to go to a different place to go do that.
So the Kia Auto Shop didn't have the button you needed?
No, yeah, because there's a camera on this one. This is more technical than what they do, right? If there's just a trunk button, that's fine. But because there's a camera attached, they don't do those part of things. Anyway, who knows why? So I went onto Naver and I searched that. I typed everything in in English, translated it, searched it into Naver, and then you have the blogs on Naver, right?
Yeah.
So the blogs are very helpful because... Yeah, that's basically what it is. There's blogs. So I clicked on the one and I saw this guy had a video linked to YouTube where he's fixing his trunk button.
Did you do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh shit, nice.
So, and I saw whatever, and he said, here's what the button looks like. Here's the model number. Type in the model number into Naver. And this guy, everything was in Korean, but you get the gist of it, right?
Right.
So I did it and typed the model number into YouTube, Naver. The thing popped up. I bought it. 3-4 days later, it came. Then I went back to that guy's video and I just replaced the whole thing by myself. Yeah, I didn't have to go there. And you know what it cost me?
What?
4,701
Oh shit.
for a new button and everything.
Oh, on that note, I had I had one of my so every shit. In Korea, it's a law for all the cars to always have one of the, it's kind of like a fog light, but not really. But any car has to have this light that always remains on. Even during the daytime, you have to have this light on. Right? I don't know what it's
Which
called.
one's the ones at the bottom?
So it depends on the car.
Okay.
Like mine's kind of like in the middle between like the fog light and the actual headlight. But I remember this one time I had to replace it because you get a little alert in your car that says like you have to replace this light. So you pop the hood and you open it and like you try to go to a repair shop and it's like 40,000-50,000, right?
Yeah.
So I did the same thing where I went to Naver and I searched for the product and you could buy it from like a place. So Hyundai and Kia use this place called Winix. Do you know Hyundai and Kia is the same company? It's the same company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Owned by the
It's owned by this. Well, it's. I think it's technically owned by different people.
Yeah.
But Kia used to be a branch of Hyundai, but from what I know, they use the same body parts.
I know Genesis is also part of Hyundai.
Genesis is Hyundai. It's a model of Hyundai.
Yeah, just like the fancier model.
Yeah, it's like the fancy. It's like the fanciest model of Hyundai currently. But then you got the K9 in Kia, which is basically the same inner structure,
Okay.
but just different design.
Oh.
Yeah. So I found this out.
Interesting.
This was a few years ago. I don't know if it's different
Yeah.
now, but everything in the interior, from what I hear, is the same because it's like Kia branched off from Hyundai. So it's kind of funny because we're under the impression they're
That it's
competing with each other,
competing,
but
they're not.
not really. From what I understand. Yeah.
Both good cars, man.
Oh, they have decent cars. I bought my
Yeah.
Kia about 4 years ago, and
Yeah.
I have no problems with that Kia.
And the
Right.
ones that you see on the roads are they're so nice.
Oh, bro, the
They look
Genesis is
they look
awesome,
so.
bro.
Some of them look so futuristic, like these taxis, the electric taxis that you see
they're
around.
nice. But I'm a little scared of electric cars because there's a lot of accidents where it accelerates. And the thing about electric cars is it goes like that.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it has to do with the computer programming.
I think they should ban electric cars for taxis, completely, because you know how some of these taxi drivers drive like.
Your foot is always doing this.
like this.
It's always like
so
this.
even with the car that's on petrol or
Yeah.
gas or whatever, it's tough. Now with these electric cars, and then it says
Dude.
zzz,
Yeah, these
right, you
fuckers
get out,
drive-
you're so sick after
Oh
20
my
minutes.
God, man.
Yes,
These
I
taxis
hate
are
it.
crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. Especially after a night of drinking, you get on a taxi and you're just like, well, fuck, that didn't feel any good. I might as
Nah.
well just walk
But
home.
like even sober, like I think 2 weeks ago I went to go play golf on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Stayed at home Friday night, didn't drink anything.
Yeah.
When I got to the golf, I was, and the problem is the taxi driver was such a nice guy,
Yeah.
so friendly.
Yeah.
Like even gave me some gum, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just like a friendly old ajoshi. And yes, but his driving was terrible. Just like
You might have thrown up because of the gum, bro. There's been cases of like taxi drivers putting drugs into that gum
Oh yeah,
for like female passengers and like assaulting them. I've heard about that.
I'm sure. I trust my guts. I trusted this guy.
No, yeah. You see the person, you trust the person.
Obviously, never take fucking candy from anyone. That's dumb,
No,
right?
yeah.
But I trusted this guy.
But yeah, the electric cars, like they're having issues where it automatically accelerates and you can't stop it, and like people have died from this. I've seen it on the news. So electric cars, be careful. I don't know why we're into cars
sorry.
now. We're talking about
bleak,
cars
we're
now.
bleak. Let's go back to shopping, right? So
yeah.
Coupang.
Yeah,
So yeah, you need to set up this whole app on your phone. Once that's done, you can start buying all these lists. And the nice thing about the Coupang, the like the interface of the thing, at the top you'll see the different. We'll go into that in the how-to video. But at the top you'll see like all the sales and the specials, and like you get 60% off. Some of them you get 80% off.
no,
Then you get fresh foods. Then you get clothes. Everything you can think of.
yeah.
It'll be
Especially
there.
with the fresh, any food that you need that's not foreign. Like let's just clarify, any
Korean
Korean food,
Mm.
any Korean ingredients,
Yeah.
any poultry, any meat, literally anything you can think of to
Eggs,
cook in
milk,
Korea,
cheese.
everything.
Yeah.
And the prices are fairly reasonable.
Yeah.
Like they're not super expensive, right?
It's not too bad.
No.
Yeah, it's really not too bad.
Yeah. And the nice thing is that like you get, we were talking about the reusable bags,
The
these
cooler
cooler
bag,
bags. So you just unpack them, put your stuff in the freezer or fridge,
Yeah.
and then you leave the bag outside your house.
Yeah, just take out. There's like a delivery slip basically.
Take that slip out.
Take the slip out,
Yeah.
and then they'll come back the next day and pick it up.
Not always though. So so the rule.
You need to set it up on the thing, don't you?
So the rule is 30 days. You have to return the bag in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And what you have to do is if they don't, what the Coupang drivers do is when they're delivering shit to other people's houses, because everybody uses Coupang.
Yeah,
So when they're delivering shit to other people's houses, they just pick up the bags.
yeah,
But if you still have that bag outside your door for 30 days, you got to send in an order
yeah.
and say, hey, come pick up my bag. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
maybe in the
do it.
how-to video, just need to show
That's
them
one
how
of
to
the
do
things,
that. Yeah.
But that
Because I
means you gotta
remember my
order.
bags were staying there for a while, and it's like, shit, I'm getting nervous now. Like,
You live in a neighborhood where it's a lot of older people.
Yeah.
So not a lot of them.
no. When I was still in Donggu, that's
Ah,
when I used to buy fresh.
right.
And the first time I bought fresh, the bag would just stay there outside, and I was like, shit, so what am I supposed to do now?
No.
And eventually I went on also a million screenshots later. I figured out, oh no, I need to tell them to come pick it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you can just show them how to do it easier.
Well, the other thing being just order more from Coupang Fresh or order something else from Coupang, and they'll take the bags
I
while they're
guess so.
delivering it. Yeah, you just have to use.
But
it
yeah,
more.
there's the settings. So that's Coupang Fresh. You can order all your fresh food that you want to eat. Then, what else do they have? That's
So the nice thing about Coupang is once you download the app and you have an account, the first thing you got to do is you got to pay around 5,001 a month for that membership. That's
Yeah.
how you can use the Rocket, the
Yeah.
fast delivery.
that's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super worth it.
Yeah.
But with that membership, what you get access to is Coupang, the Rocket delivery, which is 1 day maximum. I've never seen it go 2 days.
Yeah,
It says 1 or 2 days, but usually 1 day.
yeah,
And then you get Coupang Fresh for all the food.
yeah.
And then you get Coupang, what's it called? Coupang Play.
Play the
Yeah.
TV.
So Amazon has something similar, right? So I don't know about the food in Amazon. I don't know about vegetables, but they have something called Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
which is like Coupang Rocket. But they also have Amazon Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of
The
get the
streaming
same
service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Amazon is you get Amazon, the delivery, you get the streaming, you get Kindle, like you get the books too.
I like the whole package.
Yeah, they're all like linked together with a Prime membership. But in Coupang, you get the Coupang Play, and they have some good things on there. Like you
So
said,
you're
you were
saying
watching.
I have Coupang Play?
Yeah,
I should have it?
yeah. You just download the app on your phone. You just log in with your same account, and as long as you're paying that 5,000 won a month, you have Coupang Play.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I find myself not using it. I don't know why, but I use Disney and Netflix, but I don't use Coupang Play. But there are times where, like, once in a while, I'll go in.
Yeah,
And
because
they have
like,
good shit.
I remember we were watching the Asian Cup at JJ's, and someone had to sign in with a Coupang Play account to watch the Asian Cup.
I didn't know they did live shit like that, but I guess it works.
I didn't
yeah.
know either. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know what it was until you mentioned now what Coupang Play was.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like Netflix almost. While we're on that topic, I know we're skipping back and forth, but
As always.
as always, on Naver there is something called Pickle Plus.
Pickle Plus.
Pickle Plus.
Pickle,
Plus.
like the.
Like the pickle, like the
Okay.
vegetable, like pickled cucumbers, right?
Yeah.
It's called Pickle Plus, and I use this religiously. And what it is you share your Netflix and your Disney account. You can be either a host or you can be a member. When you become a host, what it is you put in your login information, and what it does is they'll match you with people, and then they'll automatically send you money by dividing that membership with 4 people.
Is that legal?
It's legal, because especially for Netflix, in order to do that, in the past you weren't able to do that, but Netflix, if you want to share with other people, now you have to pay more money,
Yeah.
right? So you pay for those extra memberships, but you actually end up spending less.
Okay.
So I think Netflix right now, the premium is like 27,000 a month. No, like 15,000 a month or something like that.
Okay.
But then you pay more money to add like 2 more guests to your account. But all in all, you end up paying only like 9,000 a month for this. Yeah, I think it's legal. I use it. It's on Naver. Like, people use it.
I'm sure it's legal. They wouldn't do something silly if it wasn't legal.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. No.
Oh, interesting. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, check it out.
But it's nice. Yeah, check it out. It's
Naver
called
Pickle.
Pickle Plus.
Pickle Plus.
Yeah, Pickle Plus.
Yeah.
It's in Korean, of course, but
Yeah.
maybe we can do a guide in that too.
Yeah.
It'll help. Yeah.
So yeah, then also we said the rockets on Coupang. So you'll see the different color rockets. Purple means overseas. Then you need a number. What's that number called? PSP number? Or,
I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
yeah, it's some number, PSP number. Before you can buy it, if you didn't put in your number, then a error message will pop up and say, "Listen, you need to input this specific number."
Right.
I've heard of people in the past using their passport numbers.
No. You just generate that number. There's a website where you go.
Yeah, I've done that. It
Yeah.
was a headache. for
Once you
me.
have the number, you use that number forever.
Yeah, but
Oh.
getting that number.
Maybe we should do a guide on that.
Yes,
Getting
please.
that number, yeah.
Because yeah, I did it and it was such a headache. Also, a million things you need to translate because it's
Yeah.
not in English.
Yeah.
So there was a million pages that I need to translate. Eventually got the number, so now I just use that same number.
Yeah, but then what you'll find is even with that number, when you put it in, the company that's delivering,
They still
will
call you.
They still call
They
you, and
still
they'll be like,
call
"What's
you.
your number?" And I'm like, "I fucking put it into Coupang.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What's my number?"
So yeah, they call me and I just say, "Oh, sorry, no Korean." Then they send me a message, right? That's the
Yeah.
easiest way. Then you just translate that message, and then you send that number into the message. Then that's it.
Yeah,
Bob's your uncle.
They usually just Bob's your uncle. Fucking Bob's your and who's your and Dick's your cousin or whatever.
Robert's your father's
Robert's
brother.
your father's brother. Oh, whatever.
So that's the purple one for international. So we'll probably have to do a video on how to set up that number.
Yeah, setting up the number. What do we
then-
have? What do we talk about, guys, today? Setting up that number.
Setting up that number, just setting up the Coupang
Coupang.
account.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Also, then the other one would be the green one, which is fresh, right? Then you leave the cooler bag outside once you get your products. Then you have orange, which is like just super fast, I guess. Same day delivery or 1 day delivery.
Oh yeah, there is orange.
There's orange, then there's blue.
Blue is like the 1 or 2 day delivery. The
There's two blues. There's a
orange-
light blue and a dark blue.
I'm gonna have to look, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Can you think of a product that's international right now?
Search chili bite spice.
How do I say in Korean?
No, English.
In English, and it'll show up.
Probably.
chili bites spice.
or Biltong spice or something. Anyway, then you have another one, the slower one, which is you'll see in the picture there's a small little truck, right? And there will show you delivery within like 3 to 5 days usually.
Okay, so I see the purple one,
Yeah.
직구. It says rocket 직구, which
Yeah.
means international,
Okay.
right? I don't see any other colors for this.
Yeah, but the orange one's not international.
No. So Rocket Wow is the dark blue one, Rocket Wow. That means 1 or 2 days.
Okay.
And I think I have to search a Korean product to see like the light blue and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Rocket Pesong. I don't know what this is. I don't know what Rocket Pesong is. So the light blue is Rocket Pesong, which means it'll get delivered tomorrow. The blue one is Rocket Wow, which I think means it'll arrive like tomorrow morning. I think that's what Rocket... Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know this. So Rocket Wow will arrive at your house before 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. That's Rocket Wow.
Those are the assholes that keep waking me up every morning.
Yeah, those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So Rocket Pesong, which is the light blue one, that'll take 1 day.
Okay.
Rocket Wow will arrive at your house before 7
7.
o'clock the next day.
What about orange?
That's what I gotta find. Because I remember seeing an orange one sometime, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I've bought a couple of things of orange, but I don't know, like, what's the difference?
I know it comes pretty quickly
Yeah.
too, from what I remember. Oh, 판매자 rocket. Okay.
Is that the orange one?
Yeah, the orange one.
Yeah.
So 판매자 rocket means the delivery person, the store that's selling this item is sending it to you, but it still says same day delivery, next day 7 o'clock in the morning. So I think what this means is like, so from
Maybe that's like CJ delivery, or sometimes it's
so
not,
it's not rocket
it's
delivery.
Not Coupang.
It's
yeah.
not Coupang. So what happens is,
Yeah.
from my understanding of how these warehouses work is, people that want to sell shit, because I've tried selling shit on Amazon before and they have fulfillment. So what that means is you send all your products to the Amazon warehouse, and what they'll do is they keep an inventory there.
Yeah.
So when you get a box from Amazon, that means that it's items from the warehouse,
Okay.
right? So same thing in Korea. When you get a delivery from Coupang, you'll get either a Coupang box or
Yeah.
a Coupang bag.
Or bag or
right?
whatever.
So I think the orange one means, like you were saying, the other delivery companies, because it's not coming from the warehouse, it's coming directly from the vendor.
From the vendor.
I think that's what it means, yeah.
Mm.
But I think it says rocket still, because you'll see a lot of the items that don't have anything, and those are coming directly from the vendor, but those sometimes you have to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
They don't take 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
So I think rocket,
That's the one I was saying. Like it's sometimes it's a little truck that you see the icon.
yeah,
It's
and
like
that one you have
it's
to pay
a
for shipping.
black and white or grey truck.
Right.
Yeah. And then you pay, depending on what it is, but like what's it, 3 to
Usually
4?
3,000.
Yeah.
If you're in Jeju, it's a little more expensive.
Yeah.
But the orange one is basically, I think what it means is that the vendor will send it to you, but they're honoring the rocket policy,
Yeah.
so it'll come quick.
Come quickly.
Yeah.
And also on what I like about, or maybe I haven't seen it, but what I prefer from Coupang compared to Naver is that you know when it's coming, or they give you an estimate of when it's coming. On
Yeah.
Naver, like I struggle to find when they say how long it's going to take.
Yeah, Naver's kind of a bitch to navigate, but
Yeah.
there's a place where you can check.
There is?
Yeah, there is. It's just hard to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the nice thing about Coupang is you'll also get text messages, and they'll give you a little time frame
Yeah.
of when it's gonna arrive too.
They also, like they send you a message saying, listen, this afternoon between 3 and 5 p.m. we're going to deliver this.
Usually
thing.
like a 2-hour delivery window.
Yeah.
And they're usually faster than their delivery window.
Usually,
Yeah.
yeah.
They'll send you that, but you
Yeah, they
usually
always
get-
sometimes there are delays. Like it's not perfect.
No.
Sometimes it'll be like 1 or 2 days late, but then you'll see on the app it said, sorry, something went wrong. Will be 1 or 2 or 3 days later with
Right,
the delivery.
Right. But
Yeah.
they're pretty dependent on
No, they're pretty good, man.
Yeah.
They're super
dependable,
solid.
Dependable,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then if that doesn't make a great, it sounds like we're selling Coupang. Guys,
it really does.
we need a Coupang. Hit us up with a deal here because we're promoting your product, bro.
Seriously,
Yeah.
we could be talking about G Market, or we could be talking about 11th Street, but we're not. Coupang, hit
Coupang.
us up, sponsor us.
Coupang Eats.
Yeah. Ah, that's right. Coupang
That's the other
Eats.
one. Yeah. They also have Coupang Eats, which
So
is
I think we
also
should
good.
talk about Coupang Eats next time because that ties into the other delivery apps.
Yeah.
But
I think we need to discuss food next time.
yeah.
Because it's gonna take too long.
But Coupang Eats is also a kind of the package. So you
Package.
got so
Yeah.
Coupang Delivery, Coupang Fresh, Coupang Play, and then Coupang Eats.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's probably some other services too, which we just don't use.
Probably.
Yeah, but that's Coupang.
Yeah.
I think next time we got to talk about delivery.
Yes. Also on the Coupang thing, there have been times where I bought the wrong stuff,
Yeah.
my own stupidity.
Oh.
Like when I make the biltong, right? So I built a biltong box to hang the biltong,
Yeah.
and I bought fans. I wanted to buy these small extractor fans.
Wait, Biltong. I only found out about this from Korea because I know South African people. Biltong is basically beef jerky. Think of it as like South
dare
Africa.
you?
It's not
How fucking
in
dare you.
America. The only comparable thing is beef jerky. That's the only
it's-
thing people will understand.
It's similar to beef jerky.
It's like beef jerky, but it's a lot more flavors, a lot more spices added to it, and it's I don't want to say tougher. It's not tougher, but it's like
It's dried meat,
it's dried
but
meat,
it's not
but
oven dried. It's hung in a cool, dry place with sometimes fans blowing. Yeah.
right. But it's different from jerky. Like it's completely different from jerky.
Yeah.
So like jerky
It's
has
a
like
lot
this
better.
like soft like texture.
I haven't
Bil-
had jerky, so I don't know.
Okay, jerky is just like a strip
I've had
of meat.
the Korean beef jerky that you buy in the shops, in the CUs, in the like the convenience stores.
Right, it's just like a smooth slab of meat basically that you just rip and eat.
Thinly sliced and
Right.
Yeah.
But biltong is different. But anyways, that's what biltong is. That's what Ian's talking about. So you were buying the rack for biltong.
So I built the box, and then I had to buy fans
Yeah.
for this box. So I went on Coupang, and I thought, okay, so I've got a fan at the top, so I need 2 small extractor fans just to, like circulate the air.
Dry it out, yeah.
And went on, and I searched extractor fans, and boom, found extractor fans. Looked at all the specials, went down my rabbit holes to find the fans, and I saw it was a 1+1 deal. I was like, oh, it's sick, and it was only like 25,000 for 2 fans.
Wow.
So not so bad. Boom, bought it, and it came the next day or 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
These extractor fans are for restaurants, the industrial, fucking huge one. I thought it was these small ones, you know what I mean?
25,000 for 2 of them?
For 2, and I still have them. Like, I need to get rid of them on Carrot Market or something.
Sell them on
but
Carrot.
I
Let's
still
talk
have
about
them.
carrot too.
We should talk about
Let's talk
carrot.
about
Yeah.
Let's put that on the list for the next
Put it
episode.
on the list for the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I bought these 2 huge fans
Yeah.
because I just saw the picture and I thought that's like an extract fan. Perfect, that's what I need.
Mm.
But it was these fucking huge industrial ones.
It'll dry out the biltong faster.
No, but my box isn't even that big, man. Yeah.
Yo, can you use a dehumidifier instead of a fan? Can you put a dehumidifier right next to the biltong?
Some people do, I think.
Because it sucks the moisture out of
Yeah,
the air. So
I think it'll
figure-
work probably. I don't know.
Or
I
maybe
just-
like inside the cage itself. Like on the
Maybe.
bottom, you just put one and it'll just... Because it blows out air too.
Yeah,
So what it'll do is suck in the moisture and blow out air. And maybe it'll speed up the process.
maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, so when you buy something off of Coupang, the nice thing is you'll scroll down the product and there's a little pop down button. We'll show it on the app. Pop down, then you can see all the details of the product, the sizes, the measurements, the
The different options.
different
Yeah.
options.
And the good thing is it also shows you, especially with like food or like if you're buying shit for your pets or anything that has weight, it'll show you the price per 100 grams or price per
Yeah.
gram.
Yeah.
And that's how you can use it to compare what's cheaper and what's not.
which is also nice.
And then take a look at the reviews. Oh, there's so much to talk about when you're shopping on Coupang.
Yeah.
The reviews.
That how to video is gonna be long.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, but you'll be able to do a little bit of the how-to video because you've used it before.
Yeah.
I can
yeah.
explain the details, but
Yeah.
you can kind of just like navigate a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's the thing. They only need to know what I know. You know what I mean?
Well, what I'm
'Cause
thinking
I know
is-
the necessities.
for the how-to, you can
Yeah.
navigate, and then if I know anything on top,
Hmm.
I can chime in and be like, "Oh, by the way, you can do this. By the way, you
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
that." Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Next time we got to talk about carrot.
Carrot,
We got to talk about the food delivery.
food
apps.
delivery,
And well,
whatever else. You guys let us know.
Yeah.
alright?
the only comment we've got was about golf, and we're gonna do that. We talked about it briefly, but we'll
We
do
also had
how-to.
another comment where the woman said, "Moksori no muchuwayo."
No.
I don't know who she was talking about.
Me, obviously. bro.
I don't know.
I
That
also
means,
think
what does that mean? Like, you have a good
you
voice,
have a
or
good voice, but I think it was a man. I think it was a man,
oh, never mind.
which is
Yeah, he's talking about you then.
Yeah, dude, I'll take it. But yeah, leave comments because it helps us figure out what you guys want to know. But
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of assuming that this is somewhat helpful to you guys, and you know, we've got people watching, and I think, you know, you're gonna have questions, so you could email us, DM us on Instagram, and
We're just assuming this is what you guys want to listen to.
basically, yeah. So keep us posted, send us comments, email us, DM us on Instagram. We're more than happy to cover those topics, and yeah, keep up the watches.
Yeah.
Keep up the views, keep up the subscriptions.
Keep going, let us know.
Yeah, tell your friends.
I hope this video recorded.
Yeah. We're gonna have to check if the video.
We're gonna have to check.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't stop. Cool.
All right.
Have
Have a nice weekend, guys.
See you guys next time.
안녕히
All right, bye. All right, so if you like this video, please click subscribe in the middle over here and check out our links below under the video.
And also make sure to click on the notification icon so that you can stay up to date with our future episodes. And be sure to leave some comments below and let us know what you would like us to discuss in future episodes.